This episode brought to you by thegiveawaygeek.com. Win board games, electronics, and gift cards at thegiveawaygeek.com. The geek that keeps on giving. Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. We are going to get right back into the gameplay for Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition with our guest stars Aaron and Quentin from Boards Alive and John Gilmore. Biaja, who was standing here the last time you saw us, won't be joining us this time. However, she did tell me what she would like for Carolyn Fern to do, so we'll do that when the time comes. And yeah, let's see what happens next. So after viewing that painting, Ashcan says to himself, "Oh yeah, constellations in the sky. I wrote that song too." And then he opens this door right here. And when he opens the door, we find the door opens into a dim hallway that winds through the heart of the mansion. Place the hall corner 1 and hall end tiles and the wall as indicated. A wooden desk stands against the wall. Someone acting in a hurry has knocked over a stack of papers. 3 doors lead to other rooms of the mansion. You could use the surrounding furniture to barricade the door should the need arise. And now Ashcan can move 1 space into the explored area. Alright, so at that point, Quentin has only... That's all the instruction Quentin's given me. So he's used 1 action and taken a free move into the room. Now obviously nothing can be done in that space, so I'm going to have to choose where to move him. And the question is, do I move him down here towards this door right here is described as having a wooden plaque on it that says library, so move him down there towards the library. Or do I move him right here towards this door, described as a weathered door stands at the end of the hallway. You hear bizarre noises coming from the other side. When you try the handle, you find the door is locked. Okay, so that door is locked right there. And it has a keyhole sits beneath the brass door handle. And then this door right here, we suspect the unmarked door leads to a bedroom. So which direction do I send Quentin? And knowing what I know of Quentin from the podcast, I imagine bizarre noises might attract his attention. So we'll send Ashcan Pete down this way. And besides, Ashcan's got his dog with him, and the dog, I'm sure, can protect him for whatever bizarre noises happen to be over there. Now, Aaron says that Father Mateo is going to move 2 spaces into this room and pick up these bandages, saying, "Jenny, my dear, if you receive any more wounds, I am more than happy to patch you up. The Lord has blessed me with healing hands." And then Carolyn Fern says to the father, "I'm not Jenny. I'm not Jenny." And Father Mateo says, "Of course you're not. I was talking to myself." Meanwhile, back here in the lobby, Kate Winslet is actually in the same space here as this already. This is kind of a strange space, strangely shaped space. So she's going to explore this explore token here. A disheveled pile of papers sits on a table. The papers stacked on the table are invitations marked with today's date. The stars have come round to their positions in the cycle of eternity. The Vanderbilt Astronomy Association cordially invites you to a celebratory evening. Gain 1 clue token, which brings Kate up to 2 clue tokens now. And then John says he wants to move Kate 2 spaces into the space with the knife. All right, so now that Kate has finished her turn, she's the last one to go in this investigator phase. Let's see what the Mythos phase is going to throw at us. A low song just beyond the edge of hearing wafts through the air. This Mythos event affects the investigator who has the most items. The investigator with the most items is without a doubt Kate. She's got 4. 2 spells and then the Flux Stabilizer and the Holy Cross. So let's see what happens. Kate's palms become clammy and her pulse races. A wave of powerful, ruinous greed runs through her. Willpower 1. Kate's willpower is a 3, so she needs a 1 success to pass this. Well, 1 fell off the table, but she's got the success right there, so we don't need to re-roll that. She masters herself until the feeling passes. So nothing happens there, fortunately. And here we go back into investigator phase. All right, so now the first thing that I'm going to do is get my machete back. Jenny would like to pick that up. And then I think we're going to talk to the butler down here and see what information we can get. The old man brushes himself off and tries to calm his shaking composure. You came just in time. Thank you so much for saving me. The name is Eugene. We spoke earlier today. I have heard noises from the tower, but the door is locked. I think something bad is going to happen. First thing I think I'll do, I'm concerned about Eugene, so let's ask, are you okay? The butler puts on a weak smile, and the two of you chat for a minute. By the end of the conversation, he seems much calmer. Please, take this with you. It has always brought me luck. Gain the Lucky Rabbit's Foot common item. Then each investigator in the dining room and kitchen discards 1 horror. So here's the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Once per round, I may re-roll 1 die now. That's going to be very useful. All right, and here's Kate Winthrop's horror right here. And she is in the dining room with me. So we get to discard 1 of her horror, which I think we'll just take this one, right? This one. We got rid of Absolute Terror, which would, yeah, this is a good one to get rid of because when it ever gets flipped up, she would suffer 1 additional face-down horror. So there we go. That's a good one for her. And then up here for Jenny, we're going to get rid of, let's pick this one. Minor Shock. All right, and we will end the video with Carolyn Fern turning over here and searching this spot right here. The desk is covered in random clutter with a small space cleared in front of the chair for working. You dig through the dense paperwork, cluttering the desk, looking for anything of interest. Observation is going to be the test. Carolyn Fern's got an observation of 4, so got 2. Carolyn Fern has 4 clue tokens, so I think I'm going to use 1 for Biaja, which will turn this investigation symbol into a success as well. So that's 3 successes. As you shuffle through the seemingly endless paperwork covering the desk, you spot a weathered journal that looks out of place amidst the mundane clutter. The cover of the journal is marked Lilith Vanderbilt. Gain the old journal unique item and discard this search token. The investigator holding the old journal can read through its entries by interacting with the app. Here you can see this is the old journal. It's a piece of evidence and a little bit of flavor text. The journal entry in the culprit's own handwriting is practically a confession. Now, Carolyn Fern does have the special ability to turn 1 horror face down or discard 1 face down horror for an investigator within range or herself. And Father Mateo is within range and he does have 1 face up horror. However, Father Mateo also has the King James Bible as his item, so he's able to deal with horror as well. So I don't think she's going to do that. Instead, I think she might take a look and see what she can find inside the old journal. So let's look in here. The Journal of Lilith Vanderbilt. The pages are torn and frayed from hard use, so this will be the second action for Carolyn. You turn to an entry from several years ago. William has gotten increasingly secretive since he started that astronomy association. He has been working on some secret project in the tower and even installed a lock and alarm to keep people out. What he does not know is that I have found the wiring he installed in his bedroom that I have in the back of the house. I can use it to unlock the door of the tower when he is gone. Gain 1 clue token. So Carolyn's back up to 4 clue tokens. The journal entries continue for several months. You can continue reading as an action. So that was obviously the end of Carolyn Fern's turn. We'll have to see if Biaja wants to continue reading when it gets back around to her turn again. And hopefully she'll be joining us next time. Okay, so there you go. Real quick video. Father Mateo is over there kind of solidifying himself as the support character for this, getting some bandages to go along with his ability to focus characters. What else did we have that time? Jenny Barnes has her machete back. That's always good. Ashcan Pete hanging around up here with his faithful dog Duke near a room with some strange noises that we think is probably going to be pretty key to this whole thing. So join us next time and see what happens. Follow me on Twitter at boredonlineboardoffline. You can find me on BGG. We've got a guild over there. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.